first file. So this is a part 1. In part 2 we are going to discuss about how to log out to your Facebook account. So once you log in and you need to log out to your Facebook account. So for those we'll write some scripts here. So as I said, so we'll go to traditional method, so using defined functions. If you go through this, so almost you'll get nearly 30 lines of this code. If you go through this, so nearly 10 lines, 10 to 12 or 15 lines it may be finished. So we'll discuss it in this video. So we'll execute this program again. So once the program is executed, so we'll get a pop-up window. So we'll get to know about this pop-up window, all the things I will show you. As I already said, depends on your internet speed. It will give the output fast or slow or normal. So my internet speed is here, okay, but taking too much time. As the window is opening, it will take some time. It's taking too much time, so depends on my internet speed, so don't mind that. Here the signal frequency is very low, so that's why it's taking too much time here as of now. Okay, we had navigated to Facebook and username and password is entered, so it's logged into your Facebook account. So here it comes, so we need to observe clearly. Yes, here comes the pop-up window. Sometimes you'll get the windows here onwards, so it will ask to save your password or not, so it will ask you remember your password or not. So apart from that, so it will show like this window. So Facebook wants to show notifications, so allow or block. So you need to write the code for this pop-up window. So I will show you. So it will very easy. So as of now I'll close this window and I will stop this program, We'll move to their official website, seleniumhq.org. Yes, seleniumhq.org, their official website we are moving. So we'll move to downloads tab. So once we move to downloads tab, so go to Python. Once we will move to Python, so come down. So here you need to go through with Chrome because you are working with Chrome, right? So go through Chrome. So here you will see these versions. So here onwards, so here the first is Chrome driver, the next one is capabilities and Chrome options. So you need to click on capabilities and Chrome options. Yes. So if you are working with Java, Ruby, and the common cases is there, but here they are representing only Java and Ruby, but we need to enclose with Python. We need to write here. So we'll go through Python. So the syntax is very easy, so I will show you. So first we need to go through with Chrome options. Okay, this is the first line. So this is the first line as of now same, and this add extension, so this not required. Okay, so we'll move through with Java example. So here also this example is very complex. So as I already written this code, I will show you. As I already written this code, I will show you. Yes, we need to work with Chrome options, right? So first we need to import the statements Chrome options and input options, so automatically the statement will be imported. So first we need to work on Chrome options, so we'll initialize the options with Chrome options. After that we need to add the argument. So actually I need to disable entire notifications, so I don't want any notifications here, so I would like to disable all the notifications, and after that I need to come with the Chrome option. So I need to place it in my Google Chrome path, which I had given the Google Chrome driver path. After that I need to place it here, so I will show you clearly. So I will copy this code. So I had written this code, and we'll move to Eclipse, and I will place it here. Okay, I will place it here. Oh, I didn't copy all the things. I'd like to copy entire code. I'll copy it and I will paste it here. Once we'll paste the code, so you need to take this Chrome options. Okay, go through these Chrome options. So make sure you need to place it this executable path. Okay, we had given this executable path, right? We need to place here. So after this, so make a comma and place it here. Okay, that's it. So what we had done here, so we had imported this Chrome options. So after that we had added the argument, it's called disable notification. So we need to disable the notifications, or you need to allow the notifications. There will be some other code, sometimes it may work or it may not work, because there will be compatibility issues with your operating systems. Again, the Chrome version is 64 version, so I had degraded the browser to 62 version. Sometimes it may work in 64 version or may not work, but in 62 version these commands definitely work. I'll show you. Okay, I would like to block the notifications here, so I don't want to allow the notifications of this Facebook. So we'll again execute this program. So Python unit test, so click on OK. You need to observe clearly, then only you will understand. Yes, it's logged into your Facebook account. So we need to observe clearly here. So we need to block this pop-up window which I had previously shown. So Facebook wants to allow the notifications which as you wish. So you need to allow or block. depends upon your requirement, you can do. But as of now, I would like to disable all the notifications. Yes, the program execution is completed. So here the pop-up window is not up here. That's all. This is our program. So you'll clearly get to know. So we'll move on to console 2. So the test case is executed. So the modules are all done. Okay. So this is part 2. In part 3, we'll get to know how to log out your Facebook account. So I would like to complete all the things in one video. If I complete, so you won't get understand easily. So if you go through it part 1, part 2, part 3, you will get to know easily. That's why I'm making this part in 3. That's why I'm making this video in 3 parts. Okay. So I'll terminate this browser and I'll close it. I would like to explain one more this code. I mean one more time. So here we'll move to Java. Yes. So in Python, this line is not required, and this line is not. This line actually in Python, these lines are very differ. Okay. Or if you want, you can Google it. There is nothing much more. You will get the predefined code. Sometimes you need to modify this code. So here I had made little bit changes only. So first I had imported the Chrome option statement. After that I had added the argument called I would like to disable all the notifications. After that I had placed this Chrome options, right? Here the Chrome options statement is there. So I had placed it here. So Chrome options is called to Chrome options. That's it. So if you want, you'll Google it also. You'll get these options, or else you can modify this code. So for this video purpose, I had modified this code. That's it. The video, last video we had seen how to log into your Facebook account, and we had seen how you can disable this pop-up window, which will be appear so Facebook wants to allow the notifications to your window. So in this video, we are going to know how to log out your Facebook account. So how can you log out into your Facebook account? So we'll see. So same. So Control Shift I. We'll get an inspect. It's taking some time, so I will go through. Take the cursor. So place it in this. So here you can see 3 buttons. So first, second and third. So you need to select this small button. So where you can see this ID. So ID is our user navigation label. So you need to copy this ID and you need to paste your you need to write this code. So actually I had written the code which will be helpful for us. So I will explain this code, don't worry. So here is our ID. So ID is user navigation label. So here clearly you can check this ID. So ID values cannot be changed. Once the value and once the text is placed in ID, so it will be fixed. So you can select this ID. Once you have selected this ID, so click on it. So you need to go to logout, right? Okay, we'll move on to this logout. So you can see here. So here also 3 buttons is there. So bigger one, so middle and smaller. So you need to select the smaller and expand it. So here you can see some elements. So some elements is there. So here you can see this ID. So this ID is always changing because the Facebook are using dynamic HTML. So values of login and logout will be automatically changed. So how can you write this code means? So just scroll down here. Just you can see this logout name, right? So you can use this partial link text. In my PC, so I had navigated many times to Facebook URL. So multiple times if you do with Facebook, so sometimes they will block your IP2 because Facebook won't allow the automation. So if you want practice, you can practice. So you cannot do it multiple times. So I had done very multiple times. So if you use this partial link text, so if you are the first time automating the Facebook, so if you use this partial link text, so you can clearly get the output without any issues. So if you are getting any issues with this link, so you need to move to this name. So what is this name means? So you can see this, right? So we'll go to here span class. So you can see, so which one I had said. So I need to select the smaller one. So I had placed the cursor here. So span dot underscores 54 nh. So which means though that is the button name. So that's I had selected. And one more is, so I had determined own XPath. So I will explain this own XPath too. Don't worry. So I will make it in short 2 minutes video. So after completion of this video, I will place a video. So please watch it. So again, you can watch this video, or else you can write an example like this. So you can write your own dynamic XPath so you can clearly understand. So don't worry about this. So I will give detailed introduction, detailed information in next video about this logout button. So that's it. No worries in that. So if you are not working with partial link text, so I had said right, so go through with by name span out 54nh, and you need to write this dynamic XPath. So we'll run this program. Yeah, we'll run this program. We had seen how to log out your Facebook account. Okay, so we'll see. So before that, we need to know some points for dynamic XPath. So how can you write your own XPath using single attribute on multiple attributes? So here you can see, so based on HTML script only, we can write this dynamic XPath. So we are always concerns about in writing the dynamic XPath. So we have listed some ways to write XPath with examples. So if you face any problem, so if you face any problem means, so if you're using single attribute or multiple attribute, so then only we can face the problem. So if you are not using this DOM script correctly, so you'll get an issues. So we need to overcome these issues means, so you need to have some basic idea about HTML. So means header files and footer files, so some div parts, all the things you need to know. So then only you can write your dynamic XPath. So don't worry, it will be very easy. So if you follow my videos correctly from starting onwards, so without HTML knowledge also, if you see this example, so you can write your own dynamic XPath without knowing HTML too. You can write your own dynamic XPath, but you need to have basic idea. So little bit basic idea you will have, so it will be very helpful to you. So we'll see this HTML code. So here is the HTML code. Some of the HTML codes means input class is equals to search field, and the name is S, and the placeholder is search bar, and the title is also for search, and what we need to, the type is search values. Okay, so this is the basic HTML code in the sense. So we'll move to W3 schools, which already we know, right? So W3 schools HTML. So we'll move to directly HTML. So I will show you some examples here, so it will be very easy. So you can see, so this is the title which they had included. So this is an example only. If you want, you can practice it from here, so it will be easily understand. So we'll go to yeah, we'll go to which one, yeah, we'll go to attributes. So this is our topic. Okay, what is this? The name is value. Okay, so here href, so it's is in the href attribute. So here we'll passing this URL. So what is that URL means? So this is a link. Okay, so we are placing like this, and we'll go to the source URL too. So we using the source, you can place your images too. So we forgot about source attribute. So we are always working with href attribute of your name or ID. So I had already said, right, name, ID, and the elements. Okay, we'll move. So I will show you one example. So clearly you can easily understand. So what is that? All things you will get to know we'll move to frames. We'll move to frames. Okay, we'll move to frames. Okay, so here also the requirement is not there, which I need to show for you. So we'll move to attributes only. So is this using this attributes only I can show you. So the name is value. So what is the name? So here the name is value. So I will open my notepad here. So it will be easy for you. So with explaining this note. So what is the name? So the name is value. So which they had defined this like this. So I will go through with ID. So ID is I will give ID value. I will give some user navigation label. So we'll go through with Facebook only. So user navigation label. Okay. So this fixed value. Okay. And we'll go to logout button. We'll move to logout button. So before this, we'll move to this file and we'll see some codes here. So based on location. Okay. So first one is based on location. So is single backslash. So directly after the parent node, here comes this example. So this HTML. So this inside this body. So inside this division buttons is there. So it will go up to this syntax. So division 1. So division 1. So division 2. Division 2. And division 2 and division 2. Okay. And div. So what is your requirement is? So we are going to access a form here. So here is the input for HTML. So we are going to access a form. So for this form, we had write the HTML code. So we had copied only that form. Means you can go through forms here. So if we use forms, so you can easily understand. Yeah, forms HTML attributes. Okay, you can see this name is course. Okay, so inside this we had passed some values. If you select an export, so it will be easy for you. So I will show you. Okay, we'll go to Control Shift I. So I will place the cursor. It's any place. Okay, I will go to manage groups. I will just click on here. So I will click on copy. So I will click export. Okay. We'll move to here. So you can see. So here comes the ID. So because it will automatically change the ID value. So Facebook always use dynamic HTML page. So that's why the values of this ID will be automatically changed. So here you can see. So div and u1 and li and 9 and a span. So this is the syntax. So the main objective of this command is, so we are going to access the ID. So for this automatically it selected this export. Okay. If you need one more example, so if we go through this, I will show you. So yeah, you can see. So if you write dynamic export, so you need to use always double slashes. Okay. So if you use double slash, so we are providing the input to the user, and at the type is, what is the type? So it's an search. Okay. This is an example only. So I will show this example too. So means so here comes the value. Okay. So this is our main example. So input. So without providing input too, you can directly write your own export. You can directly write your own export. Means, so these are type 4 example. So if the name and values is there, so input means there is the tag name and this is the attribute name and this is the value. Okay. So if I say it will be easy. So tag name and attribute name is equals to value is something. It's maybe something. Okay, it may be something. I will write it here something. Okay. Oh, it may be something. So I will close it here. So this is the syntax for dynamic export. So enclosed with double forward slashes. So this is the major syntax. Okay. So if there is no tag name and there is no attribute name, so how can you write? Okay. We'll move through this fourth example. So because we had used fourth example here, so directly I had taken the value. So I had taken the value means, so I had taken this logout button name directly. So I will show you, and we'll move to Eclipse. It will take some time to open. So we'll see some other examples too. So these only if you are writing only single dynamic XPath, so if there is only if there is only chance for write a single dynamic XPath, so you can go through with this syntax. So if you are going to work with multiple XPath, so you need to write multiple dynamic XPath means, so first you will select this tag name and attribute name 1 is equals to value, and inside that also you are going to pass one more element, means one more attribute name you are going to pass. So this is the example, so you can see here. So in first we are providing the input. So what is the tag name here? So tag name in the sense, I will show you, don't worry about that. We'll move through the search, okay, and I will place the cursor here. Okay, what is this input? Input is equals to text. Okay, you can clearly see this. So I will copy this XPath, what will get the value. So I will copy this XPath and I will place it here. So here also the ID will get. So here also will get the ID. So because the ID value will be always changing for this search button too. So we'll go to another example. So the name Q. So here the name is Q. So once the name is fixed, the name cannot be changed, or else you can go through with data test ID. So it's also the name cannot be changed. So here you can see this ID. So the value of ID will be always changing. So I will write the attributes here, so which we need. Okay, we'll move to this page and I will place the notepad here. Okay, so I am going to take test data ID is equals to, so it's search input, search input, so it will be search input, and I will take name. Okay, I'll name take is equals to name is equals to Q. So if I go through, so driver dot find element by name, also I will get this output. If name is not there, so how can I go means, so we had already know, right? So tag name and attribute name is equals to value. So what is that value? You need to know. So here we are getting to know. So you need to place in single quote for this attribute name and value. So here what is the tag name? So I will select the tag name. Okay, what is the tag name means? I will select it's an data. I will select this name as name only. So I will give the name, and inside that what is the attribute name means. So I will select this data test ID is equals to, what is that value? So search input. Okay, search input. So this is the syntax. This is the dynamic XPath for this search button. Okay, so if you write this name, if I write this dynamic XPath, surely it will work, because the name value is, what is the name value here? Q. So the name is Q, the value is matched, and the next one is which I have selected data test ID, means we are searching the input. So we are providing the input to the user. So what we need to search for this in this search button. Okay, so if you use this, you can clearly get the output. So if we go through with logout button, right? So we'll move to logout. So what is the elements? Okay, what is the elements will be there? So I will place the cursor here and I will select this cursor and I will move it to logout. So I will expand this. So here you can see there are multiple elements. Okay, here you can see there are multiple elements. So okay, yeah, here you can see there are multiple elements like form class and action. Okay, and one more is data cookies. Okay, and one more is method, and one more is on submit, and one more is partial link text is there. So logout, the partial link text is logout. I had already said, if you are navigating, so if you are automating Facebook, if you are automating FB multiple times, this value, so this value, and I can say this element will be disabled, won't work for proper for some days, or it may a go to long. Okay, no worries about that. So here you can see this. So here you can select this form class, or you can select the action, or you can select this data cookies, or you can select this method, or you can select this on submit. So or else directly you can provide logout. Okay, or else directly we can provide this logout name. Okay, we'll see this. Okay, so we'll move to our Eclipse. So which I had written. So if which I had written. So which I had written the button for logout. So I will see. So I will what I had read. So that logout. So you need to select that partial link text only. So it is an case sensitive. So you need to select this value like this only. Okay. Logout. I need to place it in logout. That's the value. We'll move to our page. Okay. And I had written right. So you can see this is the partial link text which I had enclosed in the square brackets. So in this the tag name I didn't take any tag name here. So if I take any tag name, so if you want, so you can take this any one of this tag name. So you can select this method as an your tag name. So input name is method, and you're going to pass some attribute name, or you can select this action is equals to. So you can copy this link. What is that? Logout http facebook logout something is there, right? So you can copy this, and you need to enclose it in single quotes, and you need to close this bracket. Yes, all the times this if you select this, sometimes it may work and may not work. So you need to select this name nearer to this logout. Sometimes it may work and may not work. So if you select this partial link text, so using this partial link text, if you write and dynamic export, surely it will work and it will give the output. So if you are automating the first time for Facebook, so you don't go through this dynamic export. So directly you can go through with partial link text, which will be appeared in your Eclipse IDE, or you are using Python IDE, or you are using Jupyter Notebook, whatever it may be. So it will appear in your IDE only. So you can select this partial link text. So using this partial link text also you can go through as logout. So if you go through with dynamic export, so using this value you can clearly get an output. So if you are going through with Python, okay, if you are going to with Java, or you can go into with .NET, so whatever it may be you are using, so if you go through this line, so you can clearly get the output. So there will be no issues, and you will surely get the output. So which I had executed the last time. Okay. And if you want to write multiple dynamic export also, I had show you, right? I had shown you. So tag name attribute name is equals to value 1, and inside that only we are going to pass one more attribute name and value. So if you want, you can try this means. So if you practice on multiple websites, so you will get a clear idea. So how to write your own export. So if you write your own export means, so you will be very fine. So it will be very helpful for your framework. So it will be very helpful at your frameworks which you can write for this web Selenium. So that's it.